Welcome to Topic A, everyone. I'm your host, Gary Perna. This week on Topic A, we're talking all about Funfest. We're going to talk about some nonprofits and about the craft show fair that will be going on for everyone to take part in this year at Funfest, which is September 12th and 13th in downtown Hazleton. All that information when we come back on Topic A only on WYLN.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have four-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
The Beer Garage, 202 East Diamond Avenue in Hazleton. More than just beer. Coffee, all sizes, only $1. Get your lottery tickets here, too. Stop in today, the Beer Garage in Hazleton. At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
And welcome back to Topic A, everyone. I'm Gary Perna, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Julie and Michelle, two longtime Funfest committee members, and we're going to talk about the arts and craft and home party show that will be going on both Saturday and Sunday with Funfest, which of course is September 12th and 13th. So both of you, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So I guess I'm going to start with you, Michelle. You have been a part of Funfest for a long time, part of the arts and craft portion of it as well. So talk to us about what people can see when they come out to Funfest and what's new this year. We were just talking in the break. You know, what's new that you kind of be dispersing everyone through Funfest?
A little bit this year. It'll be a little bit different. We're pleased to have Citizens Publishing once again as our sponsor. And instead of having one main section of a craft show, we are going to put them all through Broad Street. So they will be dispersed in between our regular vendors. So it won't just be a certain section. We felt that this was a little bit different. We tried it a little bit last year and the vendors seemed to enjoy it. And we thought it would be a little different. So that's what we're going to do this year.
Cool. And I know you were talking, they liked it because they were able to see more people coming to see them, because, you know, you may get, you know, some guys or somebody who say, you know, we don't usually walk up into the crafting area, but this puts them all in the mainstream. And what are some of the things that you see that come back year after year when it comes to the crafting tables and the booths?
Well, definitely the wreaths. Everybody loves the wreaths. We had some like leather products, leather tooling, and things like that. So that might be interesting because, like you said, a guy may not want to go through a craft show. But yet, if he saw something like that was local, that was close, that he could just walk right by, he'd say, yeah, I want to stop for that. Floral arranging, we've had glass painting, a little bit of everything, I think, under the sun that you could possibly imagine. But one also new aspect of it is that we also offer space for the home party planners. So that's also available too. So it's a little bit different than usual, and I think it's a good mix. Now, Julie, I turn to you with this question.
FunFest draws hundreds, thousands of people to downtown Hazelton. So why the craft fair? Why does FunFest keep bringing the craft fair back? With everything else that they have.
Well, it's something that we try to have something that appeals to people from every age group. So we have our senior activities. We have our kids activities, which Jane will be talking about in a little while. So it's something to add something else to give people a reason to come downtown, in addition to the food and to the entertainment and to the car show. It's just something else that people look forward to seeing. And craft shows are still very popular. And as Michelle said, with the addition of the home party shows, it adds just another element to us for people to come down and see.
I know. And what could we expect with the craft? I guess let me rephrase this. If somebody wants to be part of the craft show and they want to get involved, they have stuff. Is there a certain amount of people? Are they just mom and pops doing it? Are they some businesses? How does this all work?
Well, it's geared toward people who make crafts or have prepackaged food items to sell. Again, the home party shows. So if someone's interested in a space, the forms are available on the Chamber website, which is hazeltonchamber.org. Across the top of the page, there's a tab that says FunFest. Our vendor forms are available in there for both the craft show and for our food vendor and nonprofit vendors. So you can fill out the form right there and apply for your space.
And Michelle, what is the reaction you get from a lot of the crafters who come in to sell their items, and what is it like for them? Kind of like a yearly tradition now, keep coming back.
There's quite a few that keep coming each year, and I think they really enjoy it. And being out on the street, as Julie said, it is going to give them a wider view of people to come through. So I think it definitely worked. We tried it a little bit last year, and I think it's an excellent choice for us to do this year again.
Okay, so I want to ask you, Michelle, what would be something that you want to tell the community about FunFest that maybe people don't realize about the two-day event as a whole?
It's wonderful, family-oriented. Like Julie said, there is something for everyone, from the entertainment into the crafts and the food. Of course, everybody loves the food. It's one of the main things. And Sunday, we can't forget about the parade, the big parade. So it is, and with our theme this year of homecoming, I think that's something special, and it's something to bring the community together. And I think that's what we need right now.
Okay. Julie, is there anything on that part that she missed you want to chime in on?
I think Michelle pretty much covered it. Michelle's been around with FunFest a lot longer than I have, as have a lot of our committee members, and it just goes to show you the dedication of the people who are on the committee. We've got new faces on the committee. We're always welcoming new people. Once people become a part of our little family and find out what it takes to put an event like this together, a lot of them are surprised. Right. But they stay around because they feel that it's important, and it makes them feel good to be a part of bringing this type of event to their community.
And I know in previous shows we've had everyone from FunFest, and I think we started this in February and going through, and everyone we've brought on, so, a family fun event. There's lots to do, and there are some new changes this year from years past, but there is still everything that we've loved about FunFest is there this year as well. And Julie, I just want to give you a chance real quick to just mention some of the things that we've talked about in past shows regarding what else is going on besides the craft show and the food.
Well, as usual, we'll be having our car show again on Broad Street, which will be happening on Saturday. We'll be having the parade, of course, on Sunday. We'll be doing, in cooperation with the Hazelton Fire Department in the City of Hazelton, the Touch a Truck exhibit for the kids, which is a lot of fun. Hopefully, maybe this year I'll get to go up in the bucket for a change, which I haven't ever yet, and it's super awesome. Ask Jane when she comes on. She's been up. She loves it. She goes every year. The usual things, the food, the crafts, the senior activities, the kids' activities. There really is something for everyone to do, and that's our goal, is to make this a true homecoming event for the area and to bring people together on the street to celebrate our area and everything good that's here.
All right, awesome. Well, I want to thank both of you for coming on and talking with us. And remember, FunFest, September 12th and 13th, in downtown Hazelton. Make sure everyone goes out and supports them. When we come back here on Topic A, these two are leaving. We're going to bring Jane and Mary Malone on to talk about some of the nonprofits and how a church that's located right on Broad Street gets involved each and every year. That and more when we come back on Topic A, only on WYLN.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
Get the entire story when it's convenient for you. And get it from WILN News. 2 daily newscasts from your #1 source for local news. WILN's Evening Edition, news at 5:30. And WILN's Late Edition, news at 10. More than just headlines. It's the whole story. In-depth reporting on hot topics and more. Plus the area's most accurate weather report from the WILN Weather Center. More news, weather, and sports twice a day. Only on WILN, we're your local network.
At Cuck's Turkey Farm, we are family owned and operated for over 45 years, and we consistently strive to produce premium poultry. We offer the finest all-natural country poultry, antibiotic-free, all-vegetarian fed with superior white meat yield and exceptional flavor. So we invite you to experience the unique natural taste of our poultry for your enjoyment and your health. Give us a call or stop in today.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
Your vote counts, and we know it. WILN will have the most complete election coverage in the area. Reporters in the field and continuous updates on all the races that affect you. Interviews with those who won and those who didn't. All anchored by the most experienced political commentators in the business. 2015 election night coverage, Tuesday, May 19th, starting at 8 p.m. WILN, we're your local network.
Well, welcome back. As we change out the guests here on Topic A, I'm now joined by Mary Malone and Jane Doherty. We're going to talk about how nonprofits and community organizations getting involved in Funfest each and every year. And Jane, you're here from the First Presbyterian Church, which is located right on Broad and Church Street, right in the heart of downtown Hazleton, right in the heart of Funfest when it goes on. And the church has been involved for many, many years, providing activities, for kids and kind of a place to cool down even for the parents for a little bit when it gets hot out there in September. So Jeannie, why has the church been involved for so long, and why is it important for the church to continue to support Funfest and be there with these activities?
Well, Gary, when Funfest first started, the church was closed. And I'm a very big parade fan, and I would be at Funfest Saturday and Sunday, but Sunday I would show up with my chairs ready to get my spot, and of course I would sit in front of the church and I'd look back and I'd think, well, this isn't right. We're right in the middle of everything, and why are we not open? And at the time, Funfest provided little in the way of kids activities also. So I went back to some church folks and I said, hey, come on, this is what we're going to do. So we've been doing it for a very long time now, and we love doing it. It's an important part of our mission. We love to be involved in the community. We love the community to come through our doors. You mentioned that we do children's activities. We usually try to center that around the theme of Funfest. We have lots of special things going on. Sometimes we provide cold drinks or snacks as well. And we also have the baby care station located there. So you mentioned that folks like to come in. We see a lot of older folks just come in to sit down and cool off and relax. But we also have a clean, quiet place where you can change or feed a baby. And that's important for family activities as well. So we are looking forward to another Fun Fest. We always like to be involved. We believe that our doors should be open as much as possible.
And along those lines, with a nonprofit and a community organization getting involved, Mary, you know, a lot of Fun Fest booths or Fun Fest, you know, things that go on during the two-day event center around not only the businesses in downtown, but a lot of nonprofit and organizations come down. Use Fun Fest, you know, kind of as a little platform for them. You know, to raise money and to get their message out as well. So how important is it to get those, you know, groups involved in there each and every year?
Extremely important, and I think that the church, and like Jane said, you know, the original intent of Fun Fest was a place for the community to gather, for friendship and all the great things that go with community, kind of centered, as Jane said, her favorite part, the parade, which the thing that we heard overwhelmingly was the parade. So it built out into a true community carnival at a beautiful time of the year for our community, the greater Hazleton area. So a lot of times, right, you get into your mode of operating, so maybe you only go to your church, or you only get to see the few organizations you're involved in. Well, Fun Fest is an opportunity to be on the street, literally walk up and down Broad, not only businesses, but again, to see friends and family, and to find out what other great things are going on in your community on any given day. And that has a lot to do, as you know, and we've talked about on the show before, that homecoming is our theme, and I think that the church is a prime example of that. They want their church to be known as welcoming and home, and that's what we want Fun Fest. So we would encourage any of the nonprofit organizations, if you've never had a booth, if you've never participated in Fun Fest, call the chamber office. We'd love to have you come, whether if you're doing a baked good or if you just have information about when your group meets, if you're looking for volunteers, all of those things. We're looking forward to it this year.
And I know Fun Fest is packed on Saturdays, especially Sunday with the parade, you know, and that draws a lot of people to downtown Hazleton. And downtown's looking so beautiful now that the corridor project is done, you know, the sidewalks are done. So, you know, with Fun Fest now celebrating the homecoming, it kind of ties it all together, and it was, I think, good timing and good planning on somebody's part there. But Jane, you know, how important, you know, for the church and the community to get involved, to show that, you know, the doors are open and that you're willing to participate in events like Fun Fest and lend a helping hand when needed.
It's very important to our church. We believe that the church is not just a building. We are a community of faith, and we are anxious to be out in the community trying to get to know our community and to make it a better place in any way that we can.
Now, I'm going to maybe ask you a tough question here. What kind of activities could we expect so far? Or are we still planning?
Oh, I can't give away too many secrets. But I will tell you that we do generally center around the theme. So it will be geared toward homecoming in some fashion. And I hope that Julie talked about the Touch a Truck event.
Yes.
And if you know me, you know I'm from a firefighting family, as you are, so I'm the first one up in the ladder truck. So I hope that's there this year.
Absolutely.
We'll have to make sure the ladder truck is really close to the church.
It was right in front of, it's right in front of the church.
It works out great. And there are also the church, but there are also many other organizations that provide some fun things for families to do while they're at Fun Fest, along with the Fun Fest committee as well. Have done, you know, whether it's the walking concerts up and down, or the walking bands, or, you know, you have little competitions going on. Just a way to get the entire family involved and to bring everyone to downtown Hazleton to see, listen, you know, there are a lot of great things going on in our community, despite maybe some of the bad things you hear.
Right. The Historical Society, not on Broad Street, but right on Wyoming, that they would have their doors open again for folks to come down and enjoy. Not only children's activities, but there's generally senior activities, something for them. And so the entire FunFest committee, through partnerships like we have with the church and many other entities and organizations, we can provide that with. So whether it's, you know, face painting from another nonprofit organization, I know that the church has in the past has teamed with the Y for some fun activity. So as much as your mind can imagine or you can create, to again, to network, intermingle, show off all the wonderful things that we have to do here in the greater Hazleton area.
I know, and Jane, I have to ask you, has there been a favorite theme and to go along that the church has really got, like, oh, we have a lot of great activities for that?
Actually, yes, because it was just last year, because it was the Yellow Brick Road. And I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan, so it was very easy for us to provide lots of fun Wizard of Oz things.
See, our longtime partners get a pipeline in.
And, you know, along with all the fun activities, of course, of the food, the great entertainment, all this year, September 12th and 13th, in downtown Hazleton for FunFest. And Mary, I just, like I did with Julie before the break, just quickly touch on some of the other things that will be going that we may have mentioned in past shows here. You know, we just had the kickoff concert a while back. We just had the Night at the Races that just went on, another fundraising event. You know, these fundraising events are crucial to FunFest for the funding to be able to bring in some of the entertainment and stuff like that.
Sure, the acts and having conversations about the rides and the entertainment will be a little bit different this year. They're not going to actually be on Broad Street. They'll be in a separate area and geared again towards younger family and smaller children. So because we're expecting, again, lots of nonprofits and the combination of businesses too to be open, as you said, with the corridor project being finished and things really coming back to life there. And again, with that homecoming theme, there's some work afoot with our Mike Sosar and our entertainment committee about bringing in and showcasing all the local high school bands and the talent. Again, September, they're all just, you know, dusting off and have been hard at work in the summer months with their programs. So hoping to have that parade be bursting with sound and all the high school sounds of the local high school bands. So we're really starting to kick off and get the wheels turning on some of the planning and the entertainment. So that's the only peek you'll get from me now.
We'll have to wait until Mikey comes on the show to find out more about the entertainment.
I'll have to save him for August.
Now, quickly before we go, again, September 12th, 13th, downtown Hazleton, a lot going on. And, you know, what are some of the things that you're recommending to people? I know you're recommending FunFest as a whole and take everything, but, you know, is there a favorite portion of FunFest that you both enjoy?
Well, what I would say right now, what's key and important to us, just like Julie and Michelle talked about, you know, those crafters, to get the word out, to invite them to come in. And again, for those nonprofit groups, you know, we're starting to lean towards thinking about summertime, but with their youth groups, you know, what about creating a game or something that you could have that could also benefit? The FunFest was always meant to be that community carnival, a way for the nonprofits to hopefully raise not only awareness but some funds for their ongoing activities. So to start thinking about, like I said, they know the theme is homecoming, and so what they can do to tie in with that. And again, if you're interested, give a call to the Chamber office. It is a committee of the Chamber, and we'd be happy to connect you to the right either chair of that particular area or answer any questions, and obviously invite you to join the committee. Wear a red shirt too.
And of course that's hazletonChamber.org. It's up on your website, and 570-455-1509.
Right.
I got it right that time. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, more Topic A here on WILN.
Should be filled with the ingredients that most inspire you. And let relaxed sophistication fill the air and the walls around it. Find beautiful cabinetry, finishes, and details that capture your personal style. Craft made. It becomes you.
Call, click, or visit your local Prep-Made dealer today.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WILN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Live, America's favorite pastime on your local network, WILN TV 35. See the Major League Stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WILN TV 35. Visit WILNTV.com for a complete Iron Pig schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WILN, your home for live sports. For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Welcome back to Topic, everyone. In our remaining about 3 minutes here on the show, Mary, I just want to talk to you real quick about how important it is for a lot of these organizations, their longevity. They have been here from the very beginning or very close to the beginning, many nonprofits, many businesses, whether they're sponsoring, whether they're taking a part in the event one day or both days. How important is it to keep those businesses and those organizations involved and, keep them coming back to FunFest and show what great stuff this community has?
It's critical and it's key from two different aspects. The first aspect I'll talk about is generally I wouldn't even be talking to Jane probably until later in the summertime because it is such a well-established, well-oiled machine of they know when FunFest is, we know that the church is committed, this is their area of expertise, it will happen. And so for the coordinating body that the chamber is, that's invaluable. You can't put a price tag on that kind of experience, that kind of commitment, that kind of partnership. So that's amazing and wonderful. Another piece is for the folks in the community that come. Another example of a longtime vendor who we've worked with and partnered with is the Hazleton Quarterback Club. Yes. You know that on FunFest, they're going to be right out in front of Representative Toohill's office. That is their biggest fundraiser for them over the course of their year and allows them to do all of their work. So again, and so I think what we want to do is invite new entities. So the old and the new makes and forges for a fantastic event. So we couldn't do it without our longtime true partners, but we also want to invite in new opportunity, new groups to get involved.
And I know the longevity is so important, but also the newer kids on the block, more important as well. And again, Mohegan Sun presenting sponsor. Absolutely. You guys have teamed up with the Luzerne Foundation. Mohegan Sun has been around the block now a couple times with FunFest. The Luzerne Foundation is new. So that new part of it also is another part to help FunFest out well into the future. Right, and to kind of put the branches out, I guess I'm looking, the root system. Right. We've got an established one, but to keep growing it, things like another time that we'll talk to you, the behind-the-scenes logistics that you don't think about, and sponsors like Mohegan Sun help us to make sure that happens, the security, the garbage cleanup, the insurance that it takes to put on, a weekend festival like FunFest has turned into, at the magnitude and the quality of entertainment that we look to bring into our community. Family friendly, fun, and free. And of course, the army of FunFest volunteers do such a great job each and every year. Jane can't wait for the Touch the Truck event at FunFest this year. And the parade. So she'll be there waiting for that. She'll be the first one in line. But Ladies, thank you very much for coming and joining us and talking with us. And
thanks for having us.
We will wait for FunFest. Again, the website, hazletonchamber.org. FunFest, September 12th and 13th in downtown Hazleton. Each and every one of you invited. Please come out and support these great nonprofits and organizations. That's Topic A for this week. We'll see you next time where the community comes to talk. Good night, everyone.